Assalamualaikum and good evening everyone. Thank you for being here today. My name is Mohamad Hazwan Khalid and I will present and defend my research proposal titled Mental Toughness Influence Physical Activity Behavior among Cadet Officer of the Reserve Officer Training Unit at UiTM Shah Alam. So, this is the overview of the presentation today. First, Chapter 1, that is Introduction. Secondly, Chapter 2, Literature Review. And the last is Chapter 3, Methodology. So, the first thing in my introduction is background of study. To understand mental toughness more comprehensively, let's refer to a case study by Khalid and Hazwan in 2002. According to their research, mental toughness encompasses four essential elements, that is confidence, control, commitment, and challenge. These components enable individuals to perform optimally under any situation. This insightful perspective is elaborated in their seminal work. Now, let's go into another significant study that demonstrates the practical impact of mental toughness. In 2009, Bushari, Gordon, and Denmark conducted a seminal investigation into young Australian footballers. Their research revealed that mental toughness training program markedly bolstered athlete performance and physical activity routines. This study underscored the indispensable role of mental toughness in shaping physical activity, engagement profile, and performance. These two studies illustrate the critical role mental toughness plays in our life, not only in sport but in various aspects of personal and professional domains. By developing our mental toughness, we can enhance our physical activity engagement, improve our performance, and ultimately achieve a higher level of well-being. Now, we go to the second part is problem statement. We have three problem statements. The firstly is low level of mental toughness among Malaysians. According to the study by the Malaysian Mental Health Association, only 47 of Malaysians reported having a high level of mental toughness. It is concerning because mental toughness is essential for overcoming challenges and achieving success in various life domains, including academic and professional endeavors. Particularly, Malaysians scored low on the dimension of challenge at 43%, commitment at 41%, and control at 45%. Secondly, its impact on Road 2 cadet officer engagement in physical activity. In the specific context of cadet officer in Road 2 program at UiTM Shah Alam, low level of mental toughness negatively affect their engagement in physical activities outside their routine military training. Issues such as decreased motivation, poor stress management, lack of confidence, fear of failure, and difficulty with social interaction hinder the participation in competitive or recreational sports or physical activity. The last problem statement is effect on mental health and physical well-being. The low level of mental toughness among individuals result in a negative mindset and reduced engagement in physical activities, which has adverse effect on both mental health and physical well-being. Therefore, there is a pressing need to investigate whether improving mental toughness can enhance participation and engagement in physical activities, thereby promoting overall health and well-being. Next is significance of study. For my research, firstly, for our university administration, this study provides practical insight into the importance of mental toughness for cadet officer. It emphasizes the need for target intervention and support mechanism. By enhancing mental toughness, universities can cultivate strong, capable leaders who can overcome challenges and contribute positively to their commitment. Secondly is policymakers. Policymakers can use the finding of the study to implement effective policies and programs that promote mental toughness among students and cadet officers. This can lead a more resilient and capable workforce, ultimately benefiting Malaysian society as a whole. Thirdly is mental health practitioners. Mental health practitioners in Malaysia can leverage the insight from the study to offer tailored counseling service and mental health support to cadet officers. This can help them cope with stress and develop the resilience needed to thrive in their academic and military roles. Additionally, military training program can use this study to modify their training techniques to ensure all cadet officers achieve a higher level of mental toughness. This will enable them to effectively apply this mental resilience when facing challenges in civilian life, particularly in physical activities. For cadet officers themselves, they will benefit directly from improved mental toughness. It will enhance their ability to balance military training and academic, cope with stress, and excel in physical activity and leadership role. Lastly is Malaysian society. Malaysian society will benefit from prioritizing the development of mental toughness among cadet officers. This study supports the nurturing of a generation of resilient leaders capable of navigating complex challenges and driving positive change in Malaysian society. Now, we move to research objective and research question. For the research objective, firstly, our primary objective is to determine the level of mental toughness among cadet officers in Roy 2 ITM Shah Alam. Secondly, we aim to investigate whether there is a correlation between mental toughness and physical activity behavior among these cadet officers. Lastly, we intend to examine if there is noticeable difference in physical activity behavior between cadets who exhibit higher level of mental toughness compared to those with lower level. Through addressing this objective, we aim to shed light on the relationship between mental toughness and physical activity behavior within the specific group of cadet officers. We move to the research question. The firstly is we seek to determine the level of mental toughness among cadet officers and Roy 2 ITM Shah Alam. Secondly, we investigate whether there exists a relationship between mental toughness and physical activity behavior among these cadet officers. And lastly, we examine if there is a discernible difference in physical activity behavior between cadets who exhibit higher level of mental toughness and those with lower level. By addressing these questions, we aim to gain a comprehensive insight into the interplay between mental toughness level and physical activity behavior within the specific group of cadet officers. Next is operational term. We have three operational terms in this study. The firstly is mental toughness. Mental toughness encompasses resilience and perseverance, which are crucial for achievement and mental health. It enables effective coping with challenge and persistence under pressure. Next is physical activity. Physical activity behavior involves skeletal muscle concentration that increase energy expenditure and is categorized by modality, frequency, intensity, duration, and context. And the last is a cadet officer. A cadet officer is a trainee enrolled a military academy police training institution preparing to become an officer. This definition provides clarity of the key terms essential for understanding our research focus on mental toughness and physical activity behavior among cadet officers. The first literature review in this study is Historical Perspective of Mental Toughness. Early theories by Cattell, Blewett, and Bloch at 1955 and Crowell 1967 posited that mental toughness was innate, aiding individuals in thriving under pressure, as observed in successful athletes like college wrestlers. The next is Jim's work in 1982 marked a significant shift in perspective on mental toughness, presenting it as a learnable skill rather than solid innate. He emphasized the importance of mental skills such as positive attitude, focus, and effective problem solving, which athletes could enhance through training and practice. The perspective revolution of mental toughness research highlight the role of coach and sport psychologists in developing developing athlete mental skill. Next is key attribute of mental toughness. The key attribute of mental toughness described by scientists such as Law, Gold, and G. Jones enable individuals to adeptly manage moments of adversity. The first key is challenge. Challenge is mentally strong individuals view challenge not as threat but as opportunity for growth. They focus on transforming problems into possibility, fostering a positive attitude that motivates them to tackle challenge with determination. Control. According to law, mental toughness involves the ability to manage emotion effectively and maintain focus during difficult situations. This skill is crucial for maintaining composure and performing well under pressure. Commitment. Mental toughness is defined by steadfast commitment to persist through challenge toward achieving goals. Individuals with mental toughness do not falter in the face of failure, but remain resolute and wavering in their pursuit of success. Confidence. Perceived competence is integral to psychological well-being. Confidence allows individuals to confront challenge with self-assurance, relying on their abilities and decision to navigate difficulties with resilience and determination. In summary, this attribute encompasses various facts of mental functioning, cognitive, emotional, and behavioral, which contribute to achieving success and fostering enduring excellence in life. We go to the next part is mental toughness and physical activity behavior. It was found that mental toughness had a moderate effect on physical activity behavior, influencing participation, exercise maintenance, and performance. According to the Cloud 2002, individuals with high mental toughness are more likely to adhere to regular physical activity and exhibit greater persistence when facing physical or psychological barriers. Secondly is enhanced performance. Athletes with significant level of mental toughness are expected to perform better under pressure. Mental toughness aids in focusing, handling stress, and making decisions, especially during competition. Greater resilience. Athletes with strong mental toughness excel in overcoming adversities, mishape, and lose in games. They remain committed to their workout and rehabilitation process, emerging from challenge even more determined and grounded. The next part is improve mental health. A positive relationship exists between mental toughness and reduced level of anxiety and stress, which is in turn enhance well-being and improve mental toughness and mental health among active exercise. Developing a positive attitude, managing stress, and persevering in critical situations help maintain mental stability. Measuring mental toughness. There is substantial interest in developing valid and useful indices of mental toughness because they allow practitioners to quantify and enhance mental toughness. Various instruments are available for measuring mental toughness is designed differently based on distinct conception and aim at assessing different aspects of mental toughness. The first is Mental Toughness Questionnaire, designed by Cloud at 2002. It's one of the most utilized and standardized mental toughness instruments. The Mental Toughness Questionnaire assesses the four components of the 4C model, that is challenge, control, commitment, and confidence. It has been used with different samples, including athletes, workers, and students, analysis of an individual strength, making it useful for training exercise. Second instrument is the Sport Mental Toughness Questionnaire, created by Shred at 2009. Measure three dimensions of mental toughness: confidence, consistency, and control. Confidence refers to the player's belief in their ability to achieve their goals. Consistency denotes the dedication and performance stability a player maintains. And control involves managing emotion and focusing under pressure. The Sport Mental Toughness Questionnaire is effective for analyzing mental toughness in sport and is valuable for trainers and sport psychologists is aiming to enhance athletes' psychological toughness. The last instrument is Psychological Performance Inventory, another expert measure of mental toughness focusing on the personal and mental skill of athletes. The PPI measure dimensions such as self-esteem, negative energy control, thought control, visual control, motivation, and positive energy control. This tool emphasizes the positive impact of cognitive skill training on mental toughness. The PPI is beneficial in sport, business, and other competitive fields due to its detailed guidance on where individuals can focus their efforts to improve their mental state. The last in my literature review is mental toughness and exercise adherence. Mental toughness has been found to be related to exercise adherence, where individuals with high mental toughness level are more likely to begin and sustain exercise. This relationship helps us understand how people overcome barrier to engaging in physical activity, such as time demand, discomfort, and motivation level. Kessler 2009 supported this by noting that mentally strong people can set achievable goals, stay motivated, and adapt good coping mechanism, enabling them to stick to exercise schedule. Such individuals tend to see obstacle as advantage rather than barrier to personal exercise routine, even in the face of adversity. Mentally strong individuals are effective in goal setting, often incorporating SMART goals that outline the direction, frequency, and intensity of exercise to achieve their desired outcome. This goal setting process is crucial for long-term motivation and the accomplishment of challenging goals. Khalid 2002 highlighted in their research on the 4C model of mental toughness, emphasizing that commitment is the key to maintaining focus in the face of challenge. Another important trait of mentally tough individual is their ability to use effective coping strategies. These strategies help them to manage stress and discomfort associated with regular exercise routine. Self-regulation is another critical aspect of mental toughness that significantly influences exercise adherence. People with high level of mental toughness tend to have better self-regulation capabilities, allowing them to control their emotion and behavior related to exercise. Noted that mentally tough individuals exhibit self-discipline and the ability to pursue long-term goals despite immediate temptation or distraction. Confidence, a key component of mental toughness, is essential for effective exercise adherence. Self-efficacy, or their belief in one's abilities to succeed in exercise-related activity, promotes a positive exercise attitude. High self-efficacy increases persistence and consistency in exercise behavior. This is conceptual framework for this study. As you can see, we have the 4 main points, that is challenge, control, commitment, and confidence, that related to the mental toughness and that influence physical activity behavior. In chapter 3 methodology, the first thing is research design. Research design for this study is the using a correlation between mental toughness and physical activity among cadet officer, reserve officer training unit at UiTM Shah Alam. In this study, we're using a questionnaire. The reason we use the questionnaire is because the efficient data collection and systematic information gathering. Our population in this study is the cadet from Reserve Officer Training Unit at the UiTM Shah Alam, that is 2076, and to take a sample size for this population, we refers to the Gresham-Morgan table 1970, which can calculate that the sample size for this study is the 162, that is 95% confidence level with 5% margin of error. And the sampling method is the simple random sampling to avoid the bias, and everyone can participate in this research. For instrumentation, in this study we use the structured questionnaire design using two type of scale. That is first 5 agreement scale, strongly disagree to strongly agree, to measure the measure of mental toughness, and we use 5 frequency scale, or never to always, to measure the physical activity behavior among cadet officers training unit at UiTM Shah Alam. This is the research process for the study. The first step is the articulate research data and discuss with supervisor, get advice for the study. And then we define the target population and select instrument for the study. The fifth step is obtain ethical approval to conduct the study and distribute questionnaire to the cadet officer of reserve officer unit at UiTM Shah Alam. After that, collect completed questionnaire, analyze the data from questionnaire using SPSS, write a report and discussion for the studies to complete my research. For data analysis for the study, I used the three different data analysis to measure another three things. The first is use mean, median, standard deviation and frequency distribution to measure the mental toughness level among cadet officer training unit at UiTM Shah Alam. The next is correlation analysis to measure whether the mental toughness is influenced by physical activity behavior, and independent sympathy test. So that's all from my presentation to defend my proposal. I hope my research can give more benefit to the researcher or Malaysian society. So that's all. Thank you.